God-level duplication system. Chapter 13. Breakthrough. Lin Xuan chuckled lightly. In the past 5 days, apart from retreating and practicing, he accompanied Lin Xian to wander and play in Qingya City. As the number one genius of the Lin family, and even the number one genius of Qingya City today, his reputation has already spread throughout Qingya City, and many people know him. Naturally, there is no such thing as a bum. Someone who doesn't know what's good or bad will bump into him and ask him to pretend to be aggressive and slap him in the face. It was quite fun to play. And in the past few days, he practiced while playing, and at most only half a day was spent on cultivation every day. Even so, it still broke through 2 levels of cultivation. But before, he traveled through time for a month, but he was always stuck on the 7th level of body refining. It took several months for the predecessor to break through. Such a big gap. It also made Lin Xuan understand how terrifying a powerful talent is. Originally, he was only a mid-level cultivation talent, but now he is a top-level talent, 2 levels short. It has such an effect. One can imagine. In the future, we still need to focus on improving our talents. Lin Xuan whispered in his heart. And this energy point, has it accumulated to 110,000? Not bad. Looking at the number of energy points, Lin Xuan smiled even more. The more energy points, the more treasures he can copy, and the faster his strength improves, he is naturally happy. Afterwards, after tidying up, Lin Xuan strode out of the training room. Went to the bathroom, washed up, and changed into clean clothes. After breaking through to the 9th level of body refining this time, the realm was consolidated in an instant. But it's not long before the breakthrough, and it will be difficult to achieve results in a short period of time, so there is no need to waste time. The second is if he estimates well. Not long after, Lin Xian will come over and pull him to play together. It's been like this for the past few days. For this life, it can be said that he is the closest person. Lin Xuan will not refuse. He had to make preparations first, before Lin Xian came over. As expected, after packing everything, Lin Xuan didn't wait long. Accompanied by the melodious laughter like silver bells, a gust of fragrant wind came. A tall figure with a delicate and pure face walked into the door. "Brother Lin Xuan?" Lin Xian shouted with a smile. "Coming." Lin Xuan responded and walked out. Puff! Immediately, Lin Xuan felt a stream of warm and soft fragrant jade rushing into his arms. "Brother Lin Xuan, long time no see." Lin Xian's pleasant voice came. "Yunar, long time no see." Lin Xuan also patted Lin Xian on the back lightly. "My heart is a little heavy." He could clearly feel that Lin Xian had become more attached to him during this time than before. Far more than before. For the person he likes, sticking to himself, Lin Xuan will not be disgusted, but more happy. However, for some reason, there is always a lingering haze in his heart. No matter what, it cannot go away. Lin Xian was in Lin Xuan's arms, hugging Lin Xuan tightly, and after a few breaths, she left with a pretty face and a little red. Looking at Lin Xuan's handsome face, he suddenly whispered, "Brother Lin Xuan, have you broken through the 9th level of body refining?" "Yeah, didn't you also break through?" Lin Xuan smiled lightly, his eyes flickering. The state of body refining, the improvement of the cultivation level, the physical strength brought about, and the improvement of qi and blood. But if you don't take the initiative to release your breath, other warriors, even those in the qi gathering realm, won't be able to detect it easily. But Lin Xian just took a glance, and saw that he had made a breakthrough. It seems that Lin Xian is even more talented than she imagined. In this case, Brother Lin Xuan, you are truly the chief disciple, not just in terms of strength. Lin Xian smiled warmly. In the beautiful eyes, there was a flash of shock. 5 days ago, in the monthly routine strength check, Brother Lin Xuan's cultivation was still at the 7th level of body training. 5 days passed, and 2 floors were broken in a row. The speed of this practice is a bit fast. She is inferior. However, as long as she is still her brother Lin Xuan, she doesn't bother to pay attention to these. "Yunar, shall we go out to play?" Lin Xuan's chuckle came. "Brother Lin Xuan, I can't do it today." Lin Xian shook her head, and said in a deep voice, "My father wants to see you, can you come with me to meet my father?" Lin Xian's tone was pleading. "Of course, I just went to see my father-in-law." Lin Xuan laughed and immediately agreed. What? I'm ignoring you, hum. Lin Xian's pretty face flushed, her little nose twitched, she shook Lin Xuan's arm and said softly, but still did not let go, hugged tightly. Afterwards, Lin Xuan and Lin Xian were chatting and laughing, and walked towards the third elder's house. On the way, Lin Xuan looked relaxed, talking and laughing with Lin Xian. But the heart is pondering. As a disciple of the Lin family, he has also heard about Lin Xian's father, Lin Qishuan, the #1 genius of the Lin family, and even the entire Qingya city. Rumor has it that Lin Qishuan and the current patriarch Lin Qixing, the first elder and the second elder, were originally brothers. It is expected to inherit the position of the head of the family. However, Lin Qishuan couldn't bear the brotherhood, so he left the Lin family and went out to practice. And when Lin Qishuan returned a few years later, his cultivation had already reached the late stage of Qi transformation realm. He has become the #1 strongest in Qingya city, and even the ancestors of the other two major families, as well as the lord of Qingya city, are no match for him at all. The head of the family has already decided that although Lin Qishuan is the strongest, he has no intention of managing the family, so he became the third elder of the Lin family. And with the power of Lin Qishuan, the Lin family has risen rapidly in recent years. From the original 4th place among the 4 major forces, and almost falling into the embarrassing position of the 4 major forces, he rushed straight up and reached the 2nd place among the 4 major forces. Even, it can threaten the city lord's mansion. This is still these years. Lin Qishuan made very few shots, otherwise he would have been the #1 force in Qingya city long ago. When Lin Qishuan came back, he brought back a little girl who claimed to be his daughter, in addition to his cultivation in the Qi transformation realm, and she was Lin Xian. As for Lin Xian's mother, Lin Qishuan never mentioned it. No one dared to ask. Over the years, the most important thing for Lin Qishuan is to raise Lin Xian up in a simple and in-depth manner. Even the head of the family, it is generally difficult to see Lin Qishuan. Not to mention a disciple of the Lin family like him. Lin Xuan was also very puzzled about Lin Qishuan summoning him suddenly. While Lin Xuan was thinking, it didn't take long to arrive. Lin Xuan looked at this compound, which was a little more luxurious than the owner's residence, and secretly sighed in his heart. In this world, after all, strength is the most important thing. Even though the head of the Lin family has the highest status theoretically in front of Lin Qishuan, who is stronger, he can't help being a head shorter. It can be seen from this house. Brother Lin Xuan, let's go in. Lin Xian's soft voice came. It is good. Lin Xuan responded. Immediately, the two walked through the door. The eye is a large grassland. A small flower forest in the distance. Everywhere servants were at work. After seeing Lin Xian, they all bowed and saluted.